Here in Edinburg, Texas. I am Alex Espinosa, starting the RGV Venom tournament with Edinburg Bobcats going up against the Harlingen Cardinals, as the Edinburg Bobcats are the home team. They served, and we are currently on the first serve of this entire game. The attack by the Cardinals is blocked, and that'll draw first blood for the Bobcats. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. We're live from YouTube and Facebook. You can also find us on Roku. Bobcats with the serve on the left side, bottom left. They set up. That's the Cardinals with a good attack, but it's digged, and the ball is taken out and inside just below the attack line. That'll be in favor of Edinburg, as the Harlingen Cardinals had accidentally touched it with their arm, making it 2-0 for the Bobcats. Third serve in a row, and this one looks to be out. That'll be a service error for the Bobcats, and another point and a point in favor of the Harlingen Cardinals. And served by Harlingen, still in Bobcat territory. They have to take it out. Good dig and a good floater outside. Takes it back into Bobcats territory. Bobcats to Harlingen. And the Cardinals will set up down the middle on a floater down the middle, and it is saved. The Bobcats will take it, and it's given to the Cardinals. Cardinals with another attack down the line, no good. Set up outside, a good dig out, but the Cardinals take it. The ball is behind the attacking line, and the good spike takes it to Harlingen territory just outside near position 6. Set up down the middle. Will this be a good attack? No, it's a floater, still live. And they will have to take it out. That's already 3. And the setup in the middle this time is looked to be in. Yes, they will. 3 points for Bobcats. And some good playing by both teams. And right now you can see that the Edinburg Bobcats seem to be the mostly favored due to their better attacking stance. Right now, watching the Harlingen Cardinals, be careful with attacking from the right side, from the camera left side, as that looks to be the weakest point. And a good attack on the right, and it's not enough to be saved. That'll be another point for the Bobcats. Good hit from the right side, forces the players to have to hit it with their own arm, and eventually going down to the ground. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, they could not reach it. And the serve is down inside the center middle. Ball pushed out into Bobcats, and the Bobcats will attack, but they are blocked. Can they recover? No, they will not. Cardinals are only down by 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that unlike the Highway 83 volleyball tournament, which we also cover, the Venom tournament is best 2 out of 3. The first 2 sets are up to 25 points. However, that team has to be winning by 2 points prior to getting to point number 25, as that hit is in, and that'll leave it to a 1-point deficit for the Harlingen Cardinals as they come back to serve. As soon as the ball gets all the way to the Harlingen Cardinals, it's slowly rolling. It's just past the net. Now it's being passed over to their server. The server will play it from down the middle. They already have 1 service ace for them. Let's see if they can get another one as the serve goes to the right side. And the hit is just barely over the net, and it is good. The Bobcats with a terrific kill from the bottom left side gives them another point. And they're up 5-3. And now back to how the scoring goes in the Venom tournament, ladies and gentlemen. It is best 2 out of 3. The first 2 sets are up to 25. The team has to be up by 2 points before they get to set 25, or when they're at set 25. Should it be a 1-1 set tie, that means that set number 3 would be up to 15. However, the same way is that the winner has to be up by 2 points. As that ball goes out of bounds, played by the Bobcats, making it another point. And now that the buzzer has stopped, we can continue playing, and I can continue talking to you guys. Edinburg Bobcats up 5-4 here on Rio Sports Live, as the service error will give the Bobcats the ball back into their own territory, up by 2. And let's just see if the attacking pattern of the Bobcats can continue as they did in the early stages of the first set, in the first 3 attacks. And this is a second service error in a row, this time by the Edinburg Bobcats, to give Harlingen one more point, down by 1. as substitutions coming in, and that's will be serving. Harlingen Cardinals are looking to find a weakness inside the Bobcats' defense. They haven't found anyone yet, but let's see what they can do as this serve stays in territory. This will be the third hit. They have to take it out, and a good attack down the middle. No one near it, and that gives another point for the Bobcats, making it 7-5. And the serve, right-handed, going down the middle. The libero digs it. Set up to the right side is good, but overthrows it. That'll be out of bounds in favor of the Bobcats to make it 8-5. And now another serve. This one good down the middle. Set up inside, and it's campfired in. Unbelievable play by the Harlingen Cardinals to make it 8-6, only down by 2. And substitutions continue to go in. And Cardinals back to serve. High and mighty service ace right there. And Harlingen only down by 1. Let's see if the Harlingen Cardinals can tie it up. They have not had a tie yet in this first set. They've always the lowest they've been down is by 1. The highest they've been down is by 3. And the setup by the Bobcats down the middle is digged by the Cardinals, and now they'll set it up from the right side. A good floater. Can they reach it? Yes, they do, just barely. And now to the left, it'll be a floater inside, and miss pass, and no good. The Edinburg Bobcats, with terrific play, being able to stretch out the defense wide of the Harlingen Cardinals, allows them to find an opening to the left side. And let's see what the Bobcats will do this time, as the service is good and a hard hit is digged by the Cardinals. They'll have to take it out. The libero for the Bobcats to their setter on the right side. It's libero digged up. And a floater down the middle is recovered by the Bobcats. They'll have to take it out. A good tap inside will get it back to the Harlingen Cardinals. Attack and in, just an inch away from being able to dig it, but that's a point for Harlingen High. Cardinals only down by 1. Let's see if they can get it in within a tie. And the setup to the right side is out. We are all tied at 9 apiece. And now the Harlingen Cardinals will serve it. They'll serve from down the middle. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing in the RGV Vipers practice facility, which is why you can see the Vipers logos. Set up from behind. Can it be a good attack? Yes, it will. Miscommunication allows the Cardinals to take the lead 10-9. And now it looks like the Cardinals might have found a weak point. Let's see if they can continue to disrupt the defense of the Bobcats, as a good hit on the line is perfect. That's 11-9, a 2-point lead for the Cardinals after being down by 2 in the very beginning of the first set. Set up down the middle, they're gonna go into the net, and they will call 2 hands against the Bobcats. Harlingen will take the ball back, and they are up by 3. The highest point lead up to this day, ladies and gentlemen, has been by 3, and that was on the Edinburg Bobcats. Let's see if the Cardinals can break it. As the attack down the line is blocked by the Cardinals and inside Bobcats territory, and that'll make it a 4-point lead for the Cardinals. Harlingen High up by 4. Serve down the middle. And going set up inside behind the attacking line, have to take it out. Set up behind the attacking line this time. Correction, inside the attacking line. And the Bobcats take it. Miscommunication again. Miscommunication hinders them as the ball goes down the middle in Bobcat territory. And this will be the first time out of the game called by the Edinburg Bobcats, as they were leading it in the very beginning. And now all of a sudden they are down by 5. We'll take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, after a timeout call by the Edinburg Bobcats. The Harlingen Cardinals lead at 14-9. I'm Alex Espinosa here on Rio Sports Live. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, and you can find us there on Roku as well. The Cardinals serve it, and they'll take it out, and the Bobcats will take it out back into the Harlingen territory. The attack floater inside is blocked. Let's see if the Bobcats can take it out. They do just that, and setting it up for their left blocker, their left attacker. Libero takes it out as a miscommunication by the Bobcats are continuing to hinder them, and another kill for the Cardinals. Cardinals are dominating it now in this last half of the first set as they lead at 15-9. And miscommunication problems continue to be the Achilles heel of the Bobcats. And the setter takes it out. Good save by Harlingen, and they will take it out into Bobcats territory. Set up for the middle, float net error, and that's point 16 for Edinburg, for Harlingen. Harlingen taking the ball just outside the attacking line, punches it up. The Bobcats are able to swipe it outside, and a good hit, barely gets over the net. They will count it. And let's see what the Cardinals can do as they will attack it from the top left. It's digged by the libero, and unfortunately for them, it will be fruitless as the dig is hit by the attacker and then by another player, but does not get anywhere outside the net. That'll be point 17 for the Cardinals. And the setup for a float down inside, and that'll be the first points for the Bobcats in a while. They were down by 4 during the timeout. Now they're only down by 7. And the Bobcats will serve. Graces the net, but just gets in. And it's taken out by the Cardinals. Set up inside. And a good hit outside. It looks to be out of bounds, and they will. It'll be a point for the Cardinals to make it 18-10. First set looked to be in favor of the Bobcats, but now the Harlingen Cardinals are making it their case that they're the better team. And they serve it down behind the outside the attacking line, and a good kill will give point number 11 for the Bobcats. And now the Bobcats will serve from behind in the middle. Right-handed serve, and a setup for their attacker on the bottom right is good, but it is blocked. Taken outside, set up again. And they'll go from their attacker, from their back blocker. The ball looks to be, wow, unbelievable, in. It looks like it might have touched the hands of one of the Bobcats players. And now Harlingen is up 19-11. And set up down the middle. They will attack, and it is blocked. Unbelievable block. Can the Bobcats get it out? They do just that, but it is out of bounds in favor of the Cardinals, and they are up 20-11. Harlingen only 5 points away from taking the first set. Let's see if they can. And a good hit. It is digged, but they're going to have to take it out. The Bobcats do it. And now the Cardinals will set up for down the middle. A good spike, but it hits the net, so it wasn't able to go all the way down into the ground, allowing the Bobcats to recover. Can the Bobcats recover this one, though? They do just that, but is it out? Yes! 21-11, 21-11 Harlingen. And now let's just see what the Cardinals can do. They only need 4 to win it. to win the first set, and they will attack down the left side. A block, no good. It looks like it might have gotten into the eyes of the Bobcats as they tried to plan ahead, but it hits the net. 22-11. And the Bobcats will call their second timeout as they are down by 11 in this game. We'll take a quick commercial break on our end. We'd like to remind everybody that you're watching Rio Sports Live on YouTube, Facebook, and we are also available on Roku.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back live from the RGV Vipers practice facility just next to the Florida Stadium of Edinburg here in Edinburg, Texas. I'm Alex Espinosa as we are near the end of set number 1 between the Harlingen Cardinals and the Edinburg Bobcats. Harlingen up 22-11 and with the ball to serve. They'll serve it down the middle. It looks to be in, a good service ace. And now the Cardinals are only 2 points away from taking set number 1. Edinburg previously led in the very beginning 3-1, and then they were leading it again 9-7. Unfortunately, the Harlingen Cardinals out of nowhere started attacking with a terrific power offense. And then not only that, but miscommunication also tend to be the problem for the Bobcats, which led them to their deficit. And the Bobcats will attack, taking it outside the attacking line, and the Harlingen Cardinals will get a good kill. That marks kill number 3 for that Harlingen middle blocker, for their middle. And the Cardinals only are 1 away from taking set number 1 as this is game point. And the service going over. Crouching dig, and now the Bobcats will take it out with a palm attack. A little miscommunication, but the Cardinals are able to get it out of there just in time. Set up down the middle, will it get blocked? No, nothing but net. And the Harlingen Cardinals take set number 1, 25-11. Unbelievable play by both teams, and what a terrific attack by the Harlingen Cardinals. Very impressive. We'll be right back for set number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Harlingen versus Edinburg on Rio Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito. Trevino's Restaurant in Edinburg, now serving quality, fresh, delicious food. Treat your taste buds and enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. Join us from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, Friday and Saturday until midnight. Trevino's.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for start of set number 2. I'm Alex Espinosa here on Rio Sports Live. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We are also on Roku if you want to watch us. And we are just a couple of minutes away from set number 2 of the Harlingen Cardinals visiting the Edinburg High Bobcats. The Cardinals won set number 1, 25-11, and we'll see if set number 2 will be any good for the Bobcats, who had led the first set in the initial start. They had a 3-1 lead, and then unfortunately for them, they were losing the lead just midway through set number 1. They were up 9-7, and then the Cardinals eventually took over, taking a 17-9 lead, and not giving an inch from there, as the service error will give the Edinburg Bobcats their first points of the game to make it 1-0. And let's see if fortune will favor the Bobcats, as they will serve as they'll take the second serve overall of the game. Cardinals setting it up from the right side. It is blocked. Unbelievable block. Almost as if the net itself was the one that pushed it back. And that's a good hit by the Bobcats. Bobcats with another serve. It's dig. They will set it up. Floated outside, but recovered. Good observation by the Bobcats. They'll take it out, and it goes down the corner. They call in a good hit down the sideline that nobody was able to catch. The Cardinals claimed that it was out of bounds, but it was in bounds according to the officials. And there's no point in arguing that. And set up to the right side. Let's see what they can do. A high ball. They will dig it. And it looks like they're going to call an illegal touching against the Bobcats. And that'll give the Cardinals their first points in the game. Now I'm getting a little deja vu as the Bobcats are up 3-1, as they were in the initial start of set number 1. Bobcats setting it up all the way to the left side. Can they get it? It's digged by the Cardinals. And the Cardinals will take it out, as that was 3 hits already. And Bobcats taking it out. Outside the attacking line. Floater inside. A good dig. Can they recover? And yes, they will, outside into Harlingen territory. Good spike. Good attack. And the hit inside, just below the attacking line, is blocked by the own net. And Harlingen will get their point of the game. All thanks to the net. And even if the net hadn't done any influence, Harlingen was ready for a block, which would have made the game a lot more intense had they blocked it. And the setup down, it's hit, dig, can they get it? It's high in the air outside the attacking line. They do just that, but is it too high? Oh, I don't think the Cardinals should have done that. It would have been out of bounds, but it looks like they will play it. Bobcats setting it up, all the momentum on their side. Yes, it does. Does not hit the flagpole, so the ball is still in play. Bobcats have one more hit. They're going to have to take it out. And, oh, unfortunately, it hits the flagpole. We're all tied at 3 apiece, ladies and gentlemen. And Harlingen will serve once again. Outside, is it inbounds? Yes, it is. Just a needle in the haystack, ladies. Just a thread in the needle, ladies and gentlemen. And now deja vu continues, as Harlingen down by 2 in the beginning are now up by 1. And the setup in the middle. They're blocked. Can they recover? They do. It's back into Harlingen territory. They call it inside, and it will be a point for the Bobcats. We're tied at 4-4. And we may have a big game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. They're tied 4-4. This is the second time that they've been. This is the second time they've had a tie. And the setup. Good hit in the net, but into Bobcat territory. That'll be a kill for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals take a 5-4 lead, and their libero will serve. She'll take several steps back from behind the box. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the serve. And the attack from the top left is good, but digged. Cardinals take it out. Bobcats setting up for a hit, and they'll take it out into the Harlingen territory. Can they get it out? No, they will not. That's 6-4 for the Cardinals. And now the Cardinals are playing just with a little bit of luck on their side. And the setup, the attack, and they call 2 hands against the Bobcats. That'll be another point for Harlingen, and they get to keep possession. And a little bit of the same problems that occurred in set number 1 are seeming to happen for the Bobcats, but this one seemed to be more against them as well. And bad luck continues to hinder them as the ball hit the pole, but it does go out of bounds. That'll be another point for Harlingen. They're up by 4. And to serve once again. These attacking errors tend to be hindering the Bobcats' offense. They need to find a way to overcome those errors if they want to be able to take this set. And the Bobcats are going to have to take this one out. They couldn't set up an attack. Oh, and their setter didn't see that from behind, but fortunately for them, the Cardinals are able to find it. Harlingen takes a 9-4 lead. And the Cardinals will serve it behind the attacking line. Set up. And no good. Hits the net. Harlingen up 10-4. And it looks like they'll call their first timeout of set number 2. The Bobcats will take the timeout, and we will take another commercial break. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, with Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa.
The bonds we create with our pets can be powerful. A man's best friend really isn't just about dogs, but about any animal companion that brings us joy and unconditional love. Losing a loved one is heart-wrenching, but losing a pet can be just as difficult. Unconditional love deserves unmatched service, which is why we offer pet services for those special pets that become a special part of the family. We serve all the members of your family.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to just the halfway mark of set number 2. I'm Alex Espinosa here. You're watching this on Rio Sports Live as the Cardinals are up 10-4, and they will serve to start off this next half of set number 2. Edinburg Bobcats had been up by 2 in the very beginning. However, unfortunately, when they are tied at 4-4, attacking errors and service errors were their downfall, and now they're down by 6. And the Bobcats saved the ball just in time to get it inside the Harlingen territory, but the attack out of bounds. This will be the first points for Edinburg in the last 6 serves. And they have an attacking error to thank for that one. And the Bobcats, with their own service error, will give Harlingen point number 11 to be up by 6. The ball hits the net. And Cardinals will serve. And same as before, they'll take several steps back from the box. Taking a couple of steps to good attack. It'll be just a little bit outside of the attacking line, but a sliding dig by the Bobcats will help them out. Setting it up. And they're able to get it into Harlingen territory. Can they keep it in Harlingen territory? We'll see as the Bobcats have the ball back. Setting it up for the top left. Hits the net, but just enough to go into Harlingen territory to give them a point. And now the Bobcats are down by 5 again. Can they get themselves back into a tie and even a lead? We'll see it. As the hit, it is saved and digged. They'll have to take it out. The Cardinals do take it out, and now it's a setup from the top right, and no good. It hits the official, staying inbounds, and that'll be another point for the Cardinals. Harlingen up 12-6. And they'll continue to serve. Second serve in a row for the Cardinals. A good dig. They're going to have to find a way to improvise. They do that. They get it out. And the setup down the middle is in. Correction, is in Bobcat territory, but the Bobcats take it out. And the setup. Bobcats top left, and he is blocked. That'll be a point in favor of the Cardinals to make it 13-6. Third serve in a row for the Cardinals, and they'll take it on just near the right side. Bobcats almost overpowered to get it out just in time. And just below the attacking line, they'll set up from the right, and good! Unbelievable hit! And that's another kill for the Cardinals. That's 14-6 for Harlingen, and they'll continue to serve as they've scored 4 points in a row, up by 8. And the Cardinals setting it up. And attacking error on their end will give Harlingen their point to be down by only 7. And now let's just see if the Harlingen Cardinals can stop their own attacking errors and continue to have their own lead. As Bobcats with the serve. And the libero is able to dig it out just in time. And now Harlingen's libero digs it just in time, and they'll slap it into Bobcat territory. Cardinals get it out just in time. And now the Bobcats, a little miscommunication, ball inside of Bobcat territory. And that's point number 15 for the Cardinals. Cardinals with the serve. The libero recovers. Set up from behind. Float down the middle is good. And a good floater inside, but that's digged out by the Bobcats. They take it into Harlingen territory. And a little miscommunication. It looked like the setter wanted to have her top left player, but unfortunately for her, it didn't work out. Thankfully, she did have somebody else, the libero, to help him out. And the setup inside is hit by the arms of the Bobcat player, and that'll result in another point for the Cardinals. As Cardinals are up now by 9. Let's just see if they can make it up by 10. The serve down the middle. Set up. The libero did not take it out. It was the back blocker to take it out. And the attack is blocked. Still in Harlingen territory. They're going to have to get it out now, and they do. Just in time. And the Bobcats with an attack outside. Could have been out of bounds, but they still play it. Cardinals will swing it out. And the attack down the middle, digged, blocked. Can they get it out? They do that. Ball still in play. And the good hit out of bounds. The momentum, the excitement, just too much for the Bobcats, and that's 17-7 Harlingen. We continue to thank everybody for joining us here on Real Sports Live. If you have friends and family interested in watching these games, we are live on YouTube and Facebook if you want to watch. And the setup error will result in another point for Harlingen to make it 18-7. And just as the second set before, the Cardinals are just dominating in the second half of their sets. And let's see if they continue just that, up by 11. And the good setup. Cardinals will attack, pushes it out, and in. The ball was played by the Bobcats, and the Cardinals get the point. As the ball was out of bounds, the Bobcats tried to block it, and unfortunately for them, it was no good. Unfortunately for them, the ball deflected into their own territory. And now the Bobcats setting it up. Ball is blocked, but it's still back into Harlingen territory, and it's grabbed by the hands of the Cardinals. And the Bobcats not giving up just yet, down by 11 still, but it's not over yet. And correction, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually a point in favor of the Cardinals as the ball was handed over net. And there's another point for the Cardinals to make it 21-7. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize for that. That was a point for Harlingen. It was 20-8 at that. The score had said 19-8, but it was actually 20-7 as the last point